Good morning and welcome to today's session of Imagine America Radio, our continuing Career College Exposition webinar series. My name is Lee Doubleday, and I'm the Director of Operations here at the Imagine America Foundation. I'm excited about today's topic, the benefits of career and technical schools and training opportunities, sponsored by YTI Career Institute. YTI Career Institute has 3 campuses throughout Pennsylvania, located in Lancaster, York, and Altoona. YTI Career Institute is also a 15-year sponsor of the Imagine America Scholarship and Award programs, having provided admissions-based financial aid to more than 10,000 enrolling Imagine America students. So if you would like to have your seniors apply for a scholarship to go to YTI through the Imagine America Foundation, you can either go to our website, which is www.imagine-america.org, or you can contact myself directly after the presentation is over. Since our beginning in 1999, Imagine America remains a leading sponsor of scholarship aid to enrolling high school students. However, our country faces a serious shortage in certified technicians. We hear from employers in virtually all sections of the country, desperately looking for qualified employees, so we need to do more. Our partner in today's presentation again is YTI Career Institute, and joining us today to discuss in detail the looming technician shortage and how YTI is helping meet this need is Jack Burke. Jack is the Director of Admissions and Marketing at YTI Career Institute and has been working with high schools for over 15 years. So you're in great hands today. But before turning the program over to Jack, let me outline today's agenda. Today's session of Imagine America Radio will be 30 minutes maximum, with question and answers at the end of this presentation, or at the end of Jack's presentation. All participants can submit questions while the presentation is in session via the chat feature or the Q&A feature in this Zoom meeting. We will then present any questions at the end of the presentation, or approximately 10:25, and provide written responses and follow-up emails to any of those that we don't get to. But we will have a hard close at 10:30. So without taking any more time out of today's presentation, let me turn today's session over to Jack. Jack, the floor is yours.
Thanks very much, Lee. And of course, just so everybody knows, Lee and I do quite a few of these. So we go way back. It's a privilege to be on this call, and I really enjoy doing these. Again, just a quick bio. My name's Jack Burke. I'm the Corporate Director of Admissions and Marketing for the 12 campuses associated with YTI. We got YTI, 3 campuses down there in PA, and we have 3 campuses in Massachusetts, and we have 6 campuses in Connecticut. So up in New England, it's called Porter and Chester Institute. We've been around since 1946. And then, of course, we go down to YTI. I say go down because I'm up in the Hartford area right now. We go down to Pennsylvania, and those are the campuses down there. And we're going to be concentrating on YTI today. So thanks very much for that great introduction, Lee. And of course, everybody on this call, I'm sure everybody is in Zoom meetings all the time, or go-to meetings and things. So I do talk fast, and as everybody does in these meetings, because we really can absorb a lot. So let's kick right off. So I love the pictures in this presentation, and I just want to let you know that 95% of these pictures are actually pictures from our campuses. They're not stock photos that are purchased. So that's always a good thing. So if you take in the upper left-hand corner here, you can see my cursor over here. This is actually a pastry class. And then this is a medical assistant class. And then over here on the far right, this is an electrical class. You can see the students working with the voltmeter. So it's education and training opportunities for 2021 high school graduates. We just came off a senior call, and one of our career service vice presidents made a presentation on the shortage right now of skilled trades in the country. And it was really pretty wild. It's like 69%, actually 67% of all the skilled trades right now are looking for a very severe shortage in the upcoming 4 or 5 years. And it's actually been the #1 shortage going for the past 4 years. I think U.S. News and World Report did a fantastic article on that about 8 or 9 months ago. And, we're talking electrical, we're talking, all these programs right here, electrical, medical assistant, computers, drafting, all of those. So it is a career that's well in demand. And it's all about the training opportunities for that, which we do. Agenda. So I'd like to, welcome the high school counselors and teachers here, and anybody else who chooses to join these. My background is education. I love education. I've got a bit of it myself, and my parents were both educators in Massachusetts, both deceased now. One was a high school guidance counselor for many years, and my dad taught English. So love education. I was a career changer 31 years ago. I left the real estate business after 13 years, fairly successful, and then went into this career and had a lot of positions in the company. So I love education, spend my life. So I respect you. That's why I'm saying this. And it's not about me, it's about you. And that's why I'm saying this. I really, really respect what all of you do. I know it's not easy, and you change lives every day with a passion. So congratulations and thank you so much. Who is YT Career Institute? Well, basically, it's York Technical Institute. We have 3 campuses now, as Lee had mentioned. One is in New York, one's in Lancaster, the other one is Altoona. And I'm going to go I'm going to go a little bit more deeper into that with the map. Also, what programs do we offer? I'm going to cover them all pretty quick. I'm going to cover it pretty quick, but I'm going to give you 2 slides. One slide is going to talk a little bit about what we teach. We'll have 3 bullet points on what are the actual, important factors that we teach inside that major. And then the second slide has got the tuition, it's got the length of the program, and it's got the career outlook for the next 10 years. What is our process? Well, like everybody else, we've segued as of last year, about a year ago, right? And we segued over to the virtual world. And so our process for admissions is very simple. It's online, which is really good. It's virtual, which is great. We have what we call a contact management strategy, which is an intuitive process where students are given on like a drip campaign the information that they need. We reach out to them if they want us to, which is great. But it's a very simple process. The process is around a Wonderlic test and a TEAS test, the essential test. The TEAS test is administered for vet tech, respiratory therapy, and practical nursing. Practical nursing is in New England. We don't have a TA yet. We have an application we're working on. So we do have vet tech down in Pennsylvania, and we also have respiratory therapy. So we have the TEAS test there. Other than that, the only requirements for admissions is basically be a high school graduate or have a GED, and then pass the Wonderlic assessment to get into the school. There's no SATs or anything else like that. Questions and answers, Lee already addressed that. So again, congratulations to all of you for everything that you do every day. And for any student graduation from high school, a tip of my hat to them. High school is not easy. I bump into people, you bump into way more than I do, but people say, oh, high school these days, man, oh yeah, really? It's hard. It's really hard for a lot of reasons. And some of these students that have segued over into the virtual world, and really making this work, and you guys making this work and teaching them is really Herculean. So it's really, really amazing. It's okay to set your sights on careers in healthcare, business, computers, culinary, criminal justice, and skill trade. It's okay to do that. 4 or more year majors at large college campuses aren't for everyone. Career education and training in 21 is much more than a consolation prize. And I don't mean this in a degrading way at all. I mean it in a very positive way. I mean, when I used to run campuses, and like I say, I've had a lot of positions, I would see a lot of students come in on all different levels. We have students that have coming out of the military, and they're experts in whatever, tank repair or strategic GPSing and all this stuff. And then they'll come in and they'll get their VA benefits. They'll come to school and they'll take another major. So they come out of VA, they come out of adult education, they come out of high schools by the droves. Many of them. Some come right after they graduate. Some go and work for a little while and then they come back a couple of years later. Some go into 2-year college. Some go to a 4-year college, some come back to us, some go on, and it goes the other way. Huge proponent of continued education, like we all are, right? We all take courses and CEU credits and everything else like that. And huge portion of our philosophy with our students going to YTI is don't stop your education. If you take a course in medical assistant, okay, that's great. You're done now. You're making good money. You're out there working in an ambulatory or HMO or hospital, wherever you're working. That's great. Take a course in communication. Take a course in whatever you like. Stimulate. You want to take a music appreciation course or philosophy, or whatever it is. Take a course. Get education that benefits you, and it'll always benefit you as long as you're learning for life. So so it's not like we're the end of it. No. Actually, we have a lot of courses that we provide for students that will help them a lot. So anyway, more on that. Again, this is a little bit different presentation because I'm talking educators right now. I'm not talking to like Chamber of Commerce or CBIA and something else like that. And I want you to know that through us, I mean, I'll give you a classic example. This is perfect. I just came off the senior call. I got to go back in 30 minutes. Our IT director, who has been with the company about 20 years, graduated from UConn. As a philosophy major, and really bright guy, super bright guy. So he graduates from UConn, many years ago. Couldn't get a job. All the philosophy factories were closed, as you say, unless you want to be an instructor or a writer or a researcher or something like that. So he went to Porter and Chester Institute, which is similar to York up in New England, took our computer course, went back out, worked in the field, came back over to us, and now he's running all the 12 campuses of IT, and he's certified with everything you can imagine. So here's an individual who's a philosophy major who is now moved into the IT arena. And so, but you know what philosophy is like, right? I've taken a lot of philosophy courses myself. They're not easy. You're writing a lot of papers, you're using your mind, stimulating your mind. So he's a bright guy. He decided to take that and put that into technology. And now he's doing very well. And he's been doing that for a lot of years. So you guys know, you have all those stories too. All right, 5 great things about YTI. First of all, we're South Central PA born and raised. So we're in the economy, we're in the demographics, we're in the whole Pennsylvania area. That's important. That's why we have 12 campuses, because you have to be built into the community. You have to know what the economy is like there, what the jobs in demand are like there, and that type of thing. So we're there, and we've been there it's 1967. So that's technical education since 67. Learn by doing. There is a hands-on component, of course, learn by doing. A lot of our education right now is learning online and then learn by doing at campus. So we're doing the COVID thing, and we're bringing in small groups, depending on what, where they're located, that type of thing. And they're getting some hands-on, of course. And then there's a lot of simulation hands-on now that you guys know about. Teams to support you. It's one management team, which is important. So the standardization across all the campuses. We have one CEO president, and then we have a bunch of vice presidents, about 6 or 7 of them. And then it goes across the whole organization. I like that. I've seen other companies that fractionalize, and they say, oh, we have a campus in Houston, and in Houston, George runs that campus, and over here in, Spokane, Washington, that, Sheila takes care of that one. And that's, I've seen that before, and that's not good. The 12 campuses I manage, it's one. I do all 12. That means it's standardization, and I report directly to the president. So, and he reports to other people. So when you have something like that, then you're supporting the students. Then you're not having one student over in this campus get, better education because somebody cares more. No, you have a standardization. And then, of course, accreditation. We're accredited by the ACCSC, which is a national accreditation. And that means that we can provide Title IV funding, which plays right into Imagine America, scholarships and Title IV funding and things like that. So national accreditation is key, and we're with the ACCSC. It is a secret. It used to be a secret. It isn't anymore. That everybody's accredited. Every bank, you guys are accredited. High schools are accredited, and everybody's accredited. And when you're accredited, I like it. I don't shy away from it. I like it. I just wrote one last night. I wrote an agenda item for ACCSC, and they put together a plan and stuff. No problem with that. I love that stuff, and it keeps everybody sharp, and also weeds out any of the bad actors. And this industry went through a huge change in the last, I say, 6 or 7 years. Many of you that you're in education probably follow that. A lot of schools are out of business. We're opening new campuses and starting new programs because of we're a solid school. We've been that way for the whole time I've been here. Mission, vision, and value. It's all about the student. People say that. We live it. We want students that belong in our school. If it's a good fit for them and a good fit for us, that's great. And if it isn't, that's okay too. So there's an awful lot of trust and such. Altoona, York, and Lancaster. So there's the map. And Pennsylvania is a big state for sure. Altoona is a little bit different. Altoona is actually 100% online right now, 95% online, because they have to do some of the clinical for respiratory therapy. So we're actually enrolling students from like we just had a start March 22nd, and we had students from like North Carolina, Nebraska, all over the different states that come for the respiratory therapy because it's online now. And then they do their clinical in their local location. So we're able to work that stuff out. So that's respiratory therapy. And then of course, about Lancaster and about York. Where our graduates are working. Small example, you can see dental in here. You can see Hershey. That's the, that's the culinary and the pastry and things like that. You can see the animals. So this is just a small sample. I'd strongly recommend, you've probably already been there, go to yti.edu and you'll see videos, you'll see testimonials, you'll see statistics, grad rates, placement rates. It's all in there for you. So that's career services. Career services, again, I know I go really fast, but career services is key. This is something that we do within our organization. So we have a whole department, just like we have admissions and financial aid and stuff. We have a career services division, and they work with the students. We do not guarantee a job. You can't guarantee anything. We'll never guarantee a job. It's illegal to do that by accreditation standards. So we don't do that, but we do work very, very hard with our graduates, and we teach them how to interview and we teach them. We have contacts. We get in contact with them and help set things up. So it's a career services inside our organization. YT offers, okay, here we go. Business, computers, criminal justice, culinary arts, medical, and skilled trades. And then let's break them down quick. All right, business office management. Again, this is a program that goes over social media integration, selling techniques, operating efficiency, inventory control, and everything. You can see it is, you're a decision maker, your leadership qualities, the tuition's here, the length is here, so it's $28,574. Then you got student service fees. Right now, everything, we used to use iPads, we got rid of them about a year, 2 years ago. Everybody gets a laptop now, it's a lot better delivery, right? So you got to put the laptop and ebooks and stuff like that on top of that. And then here's the length of the program. It's got steady growth. And you can see it. I really like it to take a look at some of these pictures. I think it'll help a lot. Pictures worth a lot, right? So you can learn in the career HVAC, you can see there's an R on the end that stands for refrigeration. Why we do the refrigeration for like walk-in coolers, ice machines, go to supermarkets, you see there's a lot of refrigeration, there are jobs there. And so it's gas, it's oil furnaces, it's HVAC. Huge major, not just in the East Coast, but across the country, everywhere. If you like solving problems, working with your hands, here's your tuition. So for $18,660, and then you take the student service fees, you put a couple of grand on top of that, probably close to 20 grand in around that range. A student comes out, that's it. They have a career. So it's really a great opportunity for a lot of students. And then 12 months long, and there's your career growth. Computer-aided drafting and design. It's all, of course, AutoCAD is the leader. That's what it's all about, AutoCAD. And then we're teaching, 3D modeling. We've got 3D printers, SolidWorks, and things like that. Again, this program here is $37,142. It's 21 months long. It's steady growth. Bit of an art, a lot of artistic, talented people come and take that. Computer system specialist, CSS. We've now just renamed this program. Instead of CSS, it's now CDM, which is computer data management. We've added a little bit more. We changed the curriculum a little bit more. This just happened, I want to say about 30 days ago, and we just got the accreditation approval on it. We're gonna cover all of everything you see here, install Microsoft Service, all about networking and diagnostics and things like that. But also we're moving into the arena of security, a lot with security, but data management and moving the data. Huge job opportunities in this banks, just anything, everything. All of us, right? School systems, everything. Computer system specialist, 37,219, 21 months long, 8% career growth. Criminal justice and first response. We've actually put this program on hold. We've had this program for a long time, but we'll put it on hold. The demand really isn't there for this program right now. So we're going to take a little bit of a pause, and we're not going to offer this program for a while. It's a great program, but we're just going to put that on the bookshelf for a little while. Culinary arts, restaurant management. The key here is this isn't just culinary; it's culinary and restaurant management. So we're teaching the student how to cook. I mean, absolutely, they're going to get a tremendous opportunity to learn all about, stocks and sauces and all types of different cooking methods, and they'll get all that. But the key to this one last piece is management. And I think that the last statistic I saw, it's like 85% of restaurants go out of business, not because they don't have great food, it's because they can't make any money. And so what the management portion is, how do you work with margins? How do you make a profit? It's not just about how many people you have that you've hired. It's that for sure, but it's what you pay them and what all the benefits are and what your rent is and what your cost is and what your waste is. So, we do get into the management and why we do that is when a student graduates from York Technical Institute and they go to work for a restaurant. I mean, you own a restaurant. I come in, I say to you, I'd love to work for you, and I totally understand what you're all about. Well, what do you mean by that, Jack? I mean, I understand that you're here to make a profit, and that's where my mind's at. I'm here to help you become successful. So I'm going to build your customer base by being nice about that. I'm going to I'm going to look for opportunities for better pricing. I'm going to help you and become an integral part of that restaurant. So management is a key part of it. And by the way, this individual on the far left over here, she was actually a Chopped winner. I think it's episode 13 on Chopped on TV. And she came back to teach. And she's very, very dynamic. Culinary arts, restaurant management. Do you have a passion for food and cooking? Do you like to multitask? Here's your tuition, here's your length, and the career growth. Dental assisting, of course, everybody, this is a big one too. It's a huge one. You got to work with people and like working with people. And if you do, you won't have a job. You'll have a career. How to assist the dentist in dental procedures, manage front dental office, and mix dental materials. We all hear this, right? The front office and the back office. Well, what does that mean? How to manage the front of a dental office? It means that they can assist the dentist, and most of them do. That's what they do. But in a pinch, or maybe they want to change and they want to go work the front. That means you know how to work with customers, you know how to work with vendors, setting appointments, management and things like that. So that's front office. But the bulk of everybody, they work in the back, of course, assisting the dentist, whatever she or he is doing. Are you friendly and compassionate, detail-oriented? Tuition, that's probably half of what some four-year colleges are for 1 year. And then you go 9 months and then 7%. And expanded function dental. This is EFTA, and this really is an additional, like kind of was talking about before, education. This is actually for life. This is like an add-on. So this is for dental assistants that have worked as a chairside assistant for a minimum of 2 years, or they currently hold a CDA certification, Certified Dental Assistant certification. They can come back. This is only a 6-month program, and it's only 2 days a week. And I think it's like Friday and Saturday because everybody, generally these people are working. It's $3,200, and then what that does is that goes on top of everything else they have, and it's a huge boost to their career. EFTA. Electrical technology, self-explanatory. It's electrical, wiring houses, commercial buildings, things like that. It's all about safety, and it's in demand. Do you like to work with your hands? Here's your tuition cost. Here's the length, and here's the career growth. And just like we all know, try to get an electrician, especially now with COVID and people getting a couple of $1,000 these stimulus checks. Everybody's fixing their houses up, and you can't. Some of these people, they're 6 months out. I mean, we have students coming out and they get a lot of opportunities. Electronics and engineering technology. This is more a low voltage cable TV, home security systems, things like that. Again, it's a little bit higher because it's a 21-month program. Medical assistant, similar to dental, only you're working with medical. Yeah, EKGs, sterilization of equipment, phlebotomy, blood draws, things like that. Everybody meets the medical system when they first get there, right? Take the height, weight, tuition, length, and career growth. Online medical billing and coding. This is a very popular program too. This is 100% online, so we're offering this to everybody, and it's really a good program. It's around creating medical records and how to do the coding. Like see down below how to do the coding. ICD 10. That's 10. So that was 9 like 2 years ago. So that's the diagnostic coding for billing. And you have the CPT, and then you have the ICD. One is for diagnosing the medical problem. The other one is for handling the insurance claim, things like that. You have good communication skills. That's important because you're going to be talking to insurance companies. You're going to be trying to negotiate things. You know how that is, right? So you have to be, great on the phone and great in communicating to individuals. Are you able to memorize things? Tuition 17, 9 months, 8% growth. Pastry. This is a real picture of one of our students. It's pretty amazing what they make there. I don't go to PA much anymore because I'm up in New England now, but when I used to, it's amazing. The food that they make down there. It's just incredible. And they're so talented. Anyway, they learn how to do Danish and croissants and European pastries, pie tarts, things like that, and a lot of chocolate. And they can go out and they're specialists. If you have a passion for food baking, enjoy creativity, here it is. You can see the pictures. Respiratory therapy. I mean, that kind of like goes without, you don't even have to explain that one because this is unbelievable. I don't have the time, but I mean, the students that are coming to take this program right now, they're coming in droves, and many of them are already nurses. We have all different types of people coming, and it's a really great program. It's challenging. You have to take the TEAS test. This is when you take the TEAS test, and you have to collaborate. As we know, RT therapy, they collaborate more probably than anybody. They're in emergency rooms. They're everywhere. Do you want to make a difference in someone else's life? And here it is. Do you like to be part of a team? So you have to really be team oriented and be able to work with many other people. So you're helping that person that needs your help to sometimes to stay alive, and you're working together with many other physicians sometimes in that situation. Tuition, length, growth. That 19% is probably a lot higher than that now. Veterinarian technician. This is really a good program for those that love animals. This particular dog is a Harlequin Great Dane. His name was Alfred, and he I think actually came from the SPCA. They come to us and we help them. We do physicals and sometimes neuter, spade them and things like that with as a service for the community, and also helps teach our students. And then he was scooped up and he was rescued, and I don't know where he is right now, but I'm sure he's having a great life. But you can see it's working with students. And it's working with animals. Do you love taking care of animals? Do you like to be part of the team? Here's your tuition, length, and career growth. And then that's it for the programs. Thank you for bearing with me. Steps of success. Basically, it's the soft skills. We want to work with students and teach them how to, what's a personal assessment? Do you take yourself seriously? Do you check on yourself once in a while? Do you know how to present yourself? And how's your appearance? Not just physical appearance, how you dress, but how do you speak and how do you interact? Do you swear? Do you talk over people? How do you carry yourself? And that type of thing. Time management, mastering your trade, dependability, all the stuff that an employer is looking for. Here it is, educational funding. We do have an educational funding program in each one of our campuses, and we're nationally accredited, right? So we can give this Title IV funding. So the student does their FSA ID, they do their FAFSA. We meet with them and we look at any other opportunities. One of which is the Imagine America Scholarship. We've done thousands and thousands of them with Lee and his company. Here it is right here, scholarship opportunities, IA, and that is it. So classes are forming now. We do have a class for high school students on July 19th, and then we have another one on August 16th, and then another one in October. And that's all I got, Lee.
Awesome. Okay, we are now going to be opening this up for the Q&A portion of our presentation. If you have a question for myself or for Jack, please go ahead and type that into the Q&A feature in the Zoom meeting or the chat box. I also threw up a poll question. If you would like more information on any upcoming events for your seniors, please indicate so on the poll so that we know who to reach out to with an email about any upcoming events or maybe additional information from Jack. So I did have a question come in, Jack. This person wants to know, is there a minimum GPA or SAT score in order to attend YTI Career Institute?
Thanks, Lee. No, we don't require the SATs, which is one of the things. So it's not an SAT. We don't need SATs or anything like that. We only have a one-to-lick test that they have to pass to come in. As far as a GPA, there are no requirements for that. We basically want to make sure that when we're relating with the student, that it's a good fit for them. And so academically, I mean, when a student takes a one-to-lick assessment, behind that we have 3 other assessments. They're like a pass-fail. We do a computer readiness assessment. We do a school readiness assessment, which is good. And then we also do the VAK, just learning for, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. So we do those assessments for the student, but it's not part of their admissions requirements to get in. It's just something that we do so that we can, set the student up for success.
Right. Yeah. You want to make sure the student is a good fit for your school and that the school is a good fit for the student. Is that right?
That's right. Exactly.
That's awesome. Okay, great. Second question, this person wanted to know, is it too late to have, their current seniors apply and start by July 9th?
No, absolutely. Thanks for that. No, absolutely. Perfect. I mean, actually, I should have also mentioned that we're happy to do any type of virtual tours. We do tours quite often. If you want to get together a couple of students, sure. I mean, if you want to get together, one student will do a virtual tour for you. If you want to we're doing one with, I think, East Hartford High School with 20 students. I think it's next week. I mean, up here in New England, and we do them all the time down in PA too. So if you have that, just get in contact with us and we'll send you a Zoom link and we can walk you through everything. And yeah, we'll enroll students, right like a week before the start. We can make it happen.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you mentioned the virtual tours. I'm assuming that, some of the people on this call probably have undecided seniors that would be a great fit for career and technical education. And I will include your contact, Jack's contact information when I send out the recording of this presentation. And that actually looks like one of the questions that came in. Yes, this session is being recorded and will be sent to you likely tomorrow morning. So just so that everybody here knows that you will be receiving a recorded version of this presentation so that you can share this with any students or other colleagues of yours, or even just, if you want to go back and re-watch part of it, you will have that available to you. Okay, well, I think it's 10:30 now. We had a hard close, and just a few house cleaning items here. There will be a follow-up survey when you leave this meeting. It's 4 questions, so if you wouldn't mind answering that for us, that would be really helpful. We'd really appreciate that. We will be, like I said, compiling the edited version or the recorded version of this presentation and sending that over to you. And we will also be placing it on our website, which is www.imagine-america.org. Before closing, I just want to thank all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us today. I know this year, ahead of all other years, is your time is so stressed already, and we just really appreciate you taking the time to join us today. I'd also like to thank Jack for sharing with us today's presentation, and encourage each and every one of you to contact him directly with any future questions or setting up virtual tours for your seniors, etc. On behalf of the Imagine America Foundation, Jack and myself, I just want to thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.